Hello my dears, and welcome back from under the trees. I'm trying to hide in a spot where the wind doesn't catch us so you guys can hear me, because it's been super windy, and I hope everyone is doing well. I was away for a few days, took a bit of a time off, and today we're asking the question, what is the next stage of your life? What is coming up next for you, my dear? I really want to find out. We already have a card popping out. You have the King of Pentacles, working on your material foundations, trying to stabilize in some way. Maybe you're getting a new job. For some of you this could be the case, but this is very much about your material stuff, and we're going to look a bit further into what that could mean. Can we have an elaboration on the material, please? Okay, wow, that's a lot of cards. Amazing. You have the Emperor. It's the very first one. Another male centered card here, showing the energy not just of a king, because here the king, he's mastered the material, but the Emperor is the Emperor because he has mastered not only the material, but he's mastered the emotional, he's mastered the mental, and he's mastered the energetic experience of life. All the four that come together in the tarot and in the minor arcana. Okay, he's also a matter of being a person of justice, so being a person of making choices. Maybe there's some sort of a choice that you have to make that is in regards to you standing in power to your own life, because the Emperor is very much in control of their own empire, right? And doing that by focusing now on the part of themselves that has to do the material work. With the here we have the Hanged Man. Beautiful. I was wondering, is this upside down or is it right side up? And it is the right side up, even though he is upside down, because he's hung himself from a tree in an effort to gain more wisdom. There is a sacrifice that is being made, a sacrifice here of discomfort. And this goes even further, because if you look to Odin, he cuts out his eye in an effort to become more wise. Or the Buddha, who sits under a tree and refuses to eat or drink in an effort to reach nirvana. So this understanding of sacrifice, of discomfort. But the card, it doesn't come up right, or like it felt like you can't even tell properly what is right side up, what is, you don't know which way it's going. So maybe you're not sure which way you are going. We have, I was thinking of this card actually, and here it is as the next one. You have, and I have to cover her up, the beauty, but you have the World in reverse. Feeling like your world is being turned upside down. There might be a lot of changes right now in your life. If that is the case, I'm personally as well in a phase of a lot of change and a lot of things happening. So excuse if you notice that there's maybe a lack of content right now, a bit less going on online. It's because there's just a lot of stuff going on offline. Maybe this is something that you can relate to as well in your life, meaning that whatever you are actively putting your effort in, maybe your work potentially, there might be stuff on the outside that is taking up your mind space and your energy. Whatever it is, we're feeling a moment of stuff is going up and down. Where are we going? Where are we heading? We don't know, but we know there might be some sort of a sacrifice here. But this is all in regards to greater good and to the effort of you standing in control of your own life, as the Emperor does. The next step, my dear, I love it. It's the Magician, the number one of the tarot. You come into the world as the Fool, eager to explore, not knowing what there is. And then as you look around, you start to take in your inventory. And that inventory in the tarot is simplified to those four elements, to earth, wind, fire, and air, which each represent either the material, the emotional, the mental, or the energetic part of life. The Magician holds all four of those right in front of him on the table. You see, he understands what the things are that he has to work with, and with what he has, he creates. And for the people around him that potentially don't see all of those things yet, it might be perceived as magic. And that is why the first card is a magician. He's someone who is, making magic happen. And we were talking about the Fool. There you go. Yeah. Having to start anew. I really think whatever is ahead of your life, my dear, this is a very transformative part right now. I think you're in a very transformative part of your life, point in time. There's some sort of a new beginning. The Fool here shows us that. And we were just talking about him, the Magician, reminding you, don't worry with the new beginning coming up, whatever's happening, whatever upside down stuff is going on, no matter how wild it might feel around you. You've made the choice of sacrifice for the effort of gaining more wisdom, growing. And as long as you hold on to that, I think you will materialize in the material as well. Well, I guess I could just say you would materialize, because the way that the cards are falling here and the way that I'm putting them down intuitively, I'm feeling that this is definitely in regards to the material here. With the oh, look how interesting, these two cards had come out as well. You have the Three of Wands in reverse, the card of expansion, of waiting on your ships to come in. You see, he's standing there at the shore waiting, and he sees them in the distance. Yeah, you can see them here. And then you also have the Queen. Now, but the Three came out in reverse. So there is maybe you waiting on something to come in that is not coming in, or a worry in regards to that. Whatever it is, now it is your energetical part that is being highlighted and being called to, with the Queen here of the Wands. The Queen of Wands has mastered the energetic part of life. She is a deeply inspired human being who knows where she is putting in her energy, what is worth her energy. There is a loyalty to the passions that she holds in her heart. What do I mean with that? Those things that they feel like a spark within yourself, that spark you to action, that spark you up, that make you feel happy. Being very loyal to those, understanding those, and sticking to that. Instead of having your energy flow into all different things, focusing in on certain things. Maybe that is a question for you, maybe something that could help you now into this next step, which is focusing a bit more onto the things in your life that actually feel like they fulfill you, like they spark enough energy for you to move on to the next step. If you feel like it's really heavy, maybe that's also the case. Maybe you've been feeling like it's really heavy. You're doing these steps and it just feels like it's really heavy right now. If that is the case, it's still asking you to trot on, to let things be. Just like the ocean has a time of it's coming up and it's going away. There's storms and sometimes it's quiet. Wait out the storm is what I'm getting here. Wait out the storm and see what comes up once the fog has lifted. And I want to find out what comes up, because I do think very much a lot of prosperity through potentially difficulty as well. But major things happening. We have so many major arcanas come up today. So definitely this is not just a situation in your life. This is not just you had a conversation with someone and you're not feeling so good about it. That is not what is going on here today, okay? Alrighty, can we have, what is coming up then? Oh my God. What is coming up, and look what fell out. Wealth, my dear. Wealth. You are working towards real wealth and prosperity in your life. Keep investing in yourself and look into long-term career planning. That is definitely what I was getting. Long-term career planning, potentially having to go in a different direction. The Hanged Man speaks on sacrifice. We mentioned this. So there might be a sacrifice of having to let go of something that you are holding on to just as of right now. Maybe it is a job. Maybe it is a place you're living. Maybe it is people in your life. Maybe it is routines. Whatever is coming up to you and your own intuition and what is being stirred up as we are speaking on these topics, trust that, because that is what we are doing here, and hopefully what you're taking away from my work. That is always what I'm trying to do. You know your path, and you are the closest that you can be to your own source, right? You feel stuck though in your current situation, but you do have options. Look for another job while keeping the one you have for now. So start looking into new places. Start finding different ways of getting out of where you are, finding how to get into the energy of the Fool, how to start at a new place anew. Okay. The synchronicities, my dear. I'm feeling, actually, as I'm laying this, I really feel very, very welcomed back into this space with you guys. Just being able to read again. After every time I take a bit of a break, I really feel it. And it's just so healing to me as much as hopefully it is to you. So thank you for being here. I truly appreciate you guys. And I want to say, actually, I'll take a moment to just mention that throughout June, I'm actually going to do 20% off all my readings right now. So if you're interested in a personal reading, this is the perfect time for it. I'll leave the code on screen, and I'll also put it down in the description. So if this month it comes to you and you feel called to, I would appreciate it immensely. And also, I just really hope that I can help you guys out. So let me know if you ever need that. But my dear, we're going to get back to your reading. New life. A new life. You get a fresh start, or be called to bring a new perspective to your old job. You may also get a tempting job offer, a new place. Oh, harmony you also have, and wisdom. So it's important for you to have a quiet, peaceful work atmosphere in order for you to thrive. Working at home or for yourself is best. If you have been wondering what is the next step, what's the best thing that I can do for myself, and in regards to my work, in regards to my life, it does seem to be whatever you are in as of right now, it's not really working. There is a new path ahead that is more in harmony with yourself, but it does require you to find some sort of a peacefulness in your day-to-day, whatever that means to you. I understand that it is not always an opportunity to, for example, work from home. You know, especially nowadays, we're noticing less and less of these kind of jobs being available to people. Now, or working for yourself as well. This is obviously always the, I would argue, best thing that you can do in this life. And in a society that is capitalistic, just opting out of it in a way by doing your own thing. You know what I mean? You also have, but again, like if that's not the case, it's doing the best of what you have right now and trying to keep that as the header of what you want to head. So start looking for a job that allows you to have more peace. Whatever that can be for you, you know. And you also have the wisdom card. You are called to serve as a mentor for someone or as a role model and guide who can show the way. Use your wisdom and experience. Maybe for some of you, the next job you're going to have is a teaching job. That could be the case. If not teaching, some sort of supervising or some sort of managing of groups. I don't know, my dear, you know best. And I hope that this reading helped you to kind of trust with that and into this next step of your life. We're going to finish your reading with just maybe some timing. Can we have a bit of timing in regards to this next thing starting up in the listener's life? What does we know? Step out of your comfort zone, the North Node. Once you step out of your comfort zone, once you take the first step, I think you're going to get the ball rolling, whatever that means. Regarding the North Node as well, you might want to check where you have personally your North Node in your astrological natal chart. You can just look this up online. And wherever that is, whatever months that the sign it relates to is, maybe that's a bit of a timing idea for you as to when you are really going to be in this phase of stepping out of the atmosphere and out of your own comfort zone. If you do, and so if something happens, please let me know. I would love to hear from you guys, and hopefully I'll see you here again very, very soon. Bye-bye.